Am I the asshole for sour jarring my racist stalker? Salutations, Queen. Before I begin, let me give praises to the Almighty Creator for getting me through. I've been stalked online by a racist on Twitter since 2020. What he does is harass black people and try to tear them down spiritually with hateful stereotypes, threats, violence, and sexual explicit videos of bestiality. His first account was suspended for those violations after I stood up to him and reported him, so he decided to make all these burner accounts to target me. Just so you know, he has over 130 burner accounts and over 110 suspensions on Twitter. He's even stalked me on Etsy and tried to sabotage my business by getting one of my listings deactivated for malice and had the caucasity to brag about the shit. Fast forward to June 2023, the stalker doxed me. For those who you don't know what doxing is, that's when they find you online and expose all your sensitive information, like your first name, your last name, your address, where you work, etc., which is really, really fucked up. The stalker doxed me as revenge for outing one of his private burners I found from a mutual. He got my photo from an interview and did an online crochet magazine back in. He got my photo from an interview I did for an online crochet magazine back in 2017. And I posted it on my blog, but barely ever shared the link with anybody. Let me add that I am an introvert to an extent. I am very protective of my identity, which is why I haven't shared the link with anybody for 6 years until he doxed me. I have been sour jarring this cracker since 2022 because I'm tired of the trauma he has inflicted on me just for not only being black, but also having autism and PTSD. I did a sour jar on the night he doxed me, and I recently did another one this month, increasing the potency. Let me get into that one. The reason I did this sour jar was to curse him for stalking me and the folks who are helping me get this piece of racist shit locked up on hate crime charges. He doxed me again this morning. Unfortunately, no help from the feds, and I couldn't go to the police due to the office being closed today. Am I the asshole for wanting to do a sour jar on this racist stalker? Well, you didn't want to, you did it twice. I tried to maintain positive outlook on life and look out for others as they have for me. I mind my business and mostly talk about positivity with my brothers and sisters, but he comes in unannounced and fucks it up with his negative unprovoking. I want him to suffer the same way he's attempted to make black people suffer. I want him to beg to go to jail every time he even thinks about hitting the reply button to stalk me and other black users on Twitter. Just had to get that out there. Peace upon you, sisterin. Ashe, the sassy servant. Hi, sassy servant. You said, are you the asshole for wanting to? Well, no, you did it. So you didn't want to, you did it twice. I personally don't think that you're an asshole for, if you have a whole ass stalker that's doxing you and putting your sensitive information out there. To me, that's considered protection work. And I don't think you'd be an asshole for wanting to protect yourself. I hope you got rid of the jar the correct way. If you don't know how to get rid of a sour jar, please look up my Jar 101 video on YouTube so you can know exactly what to do. There's a lot of people out there that tells you to put it in a dark closet and shake it up, and where you don't work no sour jar. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. But I personally don't think you're wrong. I think that this is well warranted. There's a lot of people that like to hide behind, how did you put it, their caucasity, and stalk and harass people online. And usually these are people with absolutely no lives, no career, no type of aspiration. Because if you really truly do have a career and a life, last thing you have time to do is to sit around and harass and stalk another person. Like literally, I don't even have time to spell the word stalk, let alone stalk a man or a woman or whatever. So no, you're not wrong. And then the person targeted your business. To me, in my opinion, you're well within your right to sour jar them. Light they ass up. And I don't care if people think that that's unethical, but being a woman and having a male stalk you, and then not only just any male, a male who has a whole system of white privilege behind his back, where it's very rare that they are even held accountable because of systemic racism, you have every right to protect yourself. You light that ass up. Period. That's my advice. And no, I do not think that you are the asshole for that. I think he a asshole. I think he a round and shitty and sweaty asshole for what he's doing to you. So if anybody is the asshole in this situation, it's him. It ain't you, baby. So yeah, do it. Light him up, which you already did. Make sure you dispose of it the right way and trust the work. Block them is all I can say, but you already said you did that and he keep creating burner accounts. So yeah, just be up on your protection work too. You can't really stop other people from doing stuff to you or being jealous of you or hating you or whatever, whatnot, but you can't protect yourself against it and just ignore and move around. That's sad. I'm sorry you got to deal with that. And I know it's not easy because with stalkers, you never know what type of mental space they're in. If they're going to actually take their stalking offline and in person, you just never know. And it's really no fun to sit around with that anxiety wondering. So yeah, do protection work and light that ass up. I am the African witch bitch hoodoo practitioner. If you have an Am I the Asshole story, please feel free to email it to the email in the description box below. Thank you and ashe.